Hi, welcome to another episode of Guardian Approved. Today we're going to do a product review of something that's not quite industry specific necessarily. So as you all know, we're in the locksmith security trade. You know, we do CCTV, camera systems, access controls, amongst other locksmith related work. So what we have today is we have a ladder rack that we're going to put on, and we're going to put it on this Ford Transit 250. This is a medium roof, so we have the medium roof model to accommodate. So I haven't installed one of these before. We've done them on different vehicles, but this one's a little nicer, I'm saying. It has on one of the sides, on this side, you'll actually be able to, you know, pull it over and then grab the ladder off the side of the van. So we've been waiting for this for a while. I actually have a nice ladder we want to put on there too. That's on back order, it seems. So as soon as we get that in, we can put that on there too, and hopefully put a video of that, depending when this video comes out. Anyway, so I tried to get some information on the model specific. Found out that this is actually a Prime Design is the manufacturer of this ladder rack, but I didn't buy it at Prime Design. I bought it at American Van. So American Van is where I get a lot of our drawers and cabinets and things in there. Some people use Adrian steel. But in this case, we used American Van. Not in this one. This one came with the truck, so this one might actually be American Steel. But usually we buy our stuff through American Van, and that's where we got this ladder rack, through American Van. It's actually okay. So the model number for this ladder rack is MBR-E-FT-M. We need to put it on the bottom down here in the screen. We can do that. So it's for the medium roof Transit 250, and it's the manufacturer is Prime Design, but they sell it through American Van, and it's for the medium roof. It has a side access rotation ladder for the curbside, and in total weight it's about 70 pounds worth of hardware. So they're checking out the instructions right now. It's going to be a two-person job, so they'll be out here putting it together, and we'll just get you a little bit of footage as it goes and then show you how it works in the end, and give you a rating based off. Actually, I'll ask these guys when we're done, you know, how would you rate the instructions? How would you rate the quality of the install? Was everything correctly put where it needs to be? Because sometimes you'll go and be like, oh, I need this screw that they don't include, so now I gotta go find one. So we'll let you know if we have any of that kind of problems. But it came in about 5 different boxes, it looks like, of parts, totaling about 70 pounds. So we'll show you some progress as we go. Okay, so that basically right there, they have these little covers over the holes that Andrew's messing with right now. It doesn't exactly say how to mount what we're mounting these brackets to, so we got to figure that out. But those holes, those little covers, have to come off all across the top of the Ford there, so we can mount this to it. So we're gonna try to figure out how that all works here and go from there. All right, so it does say Prime Design on here, so that is their product. And the FBM-1017-BLK assembly instructions. Anyway, over here, all it says is prior to assembling the channels and hardware, the OEM roof holes must be chased using an M8 by 1.25 tap. Doing so will ensure accurate torque is achieved. So I'll have to see what that means, that M8 by 1.25 tap, but it just gives you general, it doesn't show you what holes, so there's extra holes up there to uncover, which the first one we pulled over seemed to be not one that we need. So we're trying to figure out what holes to put it in, because it doesn't describe that in the instructions. So so far, that's the only knock on it right now, is that instructions aren't clear. Okay, so what they're doing right now is removing those hole covers. on the top. Some of them have, ability to be threaded into, some of them don't. So we're trying to find out which ones we need since the instructions don't show that. But what's basically going to happen is this little felt pad's going to go down, then the bracket's going to go down. I think it's going to go down like that actually. And then once they have all these, then they can start mounting the rails to the roof and getting everything assembled and put on there. But we have a lot of the parts and products laid out. So instructions aren't super clear, but we're making progress.
So instructions aren't too clear on certain things, like exactly how to mount things or where exactly to mount it. I guess once we finish that and figured that out, it's just a matter of putting it on there and getting that done. It's not too difficult. Right now we're just siliconing the screws as instructed, and we're just going to go from there.
All right, so as you can see, it's progressing along pretty well. So far, so good. I'm just kind of popping in and out, taking a look at the status as we go. Lucas and Andrew are still installing it. We're probably about maybe halfway through it. The slower part, I would imagine, would be this beginning part. So we're just making sure he's putting all the, the sealant around what he needs to, and the little Loctite stuff they gave with us on there. So we'll keep tuning back in and showing you the progress. But right now, the main rails are pretty much ran down the side. And then he's got to put on all the bigger pieces. So now that most of the small pieces are in. So we'll do that, and then we'll test it. We'll put a ladder on it and see how it works, and show you how the functionality is, and we'll give it a rating when we're done.
Came with like quick start instructions, so there's no like actual instructions. It just says refer to this or refer to that.
Oh, great.
I even looked up the part number and went on their website to see if I can find like a PDF or a printout, and it's literally like a parts list. So
you're kind of having to guess how to do the rest of this.
Kind of, yeah. Well, I went online
good to know.
to see if I can find a YouTube video or something to maybe give a little bit more detail, and
nothing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that's good to know.
1 out of 5.
Perfect, that's usually the case. So this is what the device is, right, where it turns?
This is like where the handle connects, so that way you can pull the handle down and make it pop over the side.
Yep.
We don't know why it's super perfect like that.
Well, I think that's until it has pressure on this side holding it.
I guess so.
It's crooked because this has nothing holding it up right now. Okay. All right, well, I guess you guys are at a standstill until you figure out this next step.
Pretty much, yeah. We just
Okay.
trying to decide.
I did see this here too.
That's the quick start guide that you're talking about.
That's so.
And then too, you'll notice on here it says standard models, sliding models, and then on this other side, auto clamp models. It doesn't specify which one you have. So again, I had to look up the part number to figure out that we have the sliding model.
Okay. So we have the sliding model. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is your instructions then right here is what they gave you basically for that then.
Well, and even then it doesn't list everything.
Yeah, this is only a single side, it's not a double. Okay, well, rain's coming soon too, that's what I was worried about. All right, I guess continue on like you are, yes. Hopefully you can figure this out. All right, so I came outside to take a look at the status. They're getting near the end of it. They've had a bunch of unclear instructions that they've had to make up for and research and do things like that. And also some of the holes not quite lining up the way they're supposed to. So they're getting near the end right now. So pretty soon, hopefully we can demonstrate the functionality for you, and then and that's if the weather permits. So we'll see what happens here in the next 30 minutes or so. But anyway, yes, the instructions not clear. Some of the stuff not lining up, but we'll see how it works here when we're done, and then we'll give it a rating. All right, so they have the majority of it installed. The problem is the instructions don't give you any guidance, and I mean zero, on how to put the little arm brackets on that hold the ladder in place as it comes down. There's literally nothing. It's already assembled on the picture. Doesn't show you at all how to put it together. So on the instructions on this, I'd say a 1 out of 5. The instructions are horrible. They don't give you enough. They kind of have to do it, and which has been the case with other ladder racks that I've gotten from American Van, which I believe are made by Prime Design. So all of them seem to be lacking in the instructions part. So I would say that is a big deal going forward, because they've been out here majority of the day trying to install this, 2 people. So it shouldn't take that long if the instructions were clear. So anyway, they are working on these last little brackets that hold on the ladder, trying to mix and match a couple of them until they figure out the pattern, because there are no instructions to tell you how to do it. And we've double checked that to make sure, and there's none. So anyway, they're touching up the ends right now. Hopefully they can figure out where to put these brackets at, and then we're able to throw a ladder on there and test it, and hopefully it works good. So we'll keep you updated. Okay, so it's day 2. It's almost at the end of the day. We're just gonna try to get the guys out here and work on this and get the last, I guess they're called clamps or brackets, the last brackets assembled so that they can hook the ladder on and test it and demo it. So figured just give you a quick update. They're trying to find a missing nut right now. So once they find that and get the remainder of the brackets put on, then they'll be done. Then we'll demo it, and then we'll give you a review on the product. Thanks for watching. Go. Last one. Yeah, right there. Let that side go now. Yep. There you go. Let's see. Small snake. Go push that up now. Should be able to push that up. Raise it. Yep, and I'll push that in. Should go straight up. Maybe you did.
You have to push it some more.
Nice. Okay. Yep.
What I don't understand is what the pressure thing is supposed to do.
Oh. It's not going up, is it?
It's some weight, right?
You sure?
Yeah. Well, I must have figured out like.
Oh no, it's got something on it. It feels something's up. All right, so we're trying it right now. Again, we've had technical difficulties. The instructions are really bad, so we tried to make some adjustments. You can't even tell by looking at the instructions what you need to do. We actually had to call tech support, try to figure out some other options, because it's really hard to turn over for one, and then we couldn't get that extra little locking in bar to work. So right now we're gonna see. It does still take a lot of pressure, so we probably gotta adjust the hydraulic pump here in a second, but let's see what it does. Okay, yes, it did work. Awesome. Okay, so that worked. So it locked in over here if you want to take a look. From the very front, you can see up there up top that it's secured and it's holding it in place. That was the issue we were having, because the instructions are not clear on that. So we've got that working now. Now we got to figure out how to adjust that hydraulic pump, I guess, on the back to make it not so heavy to pull over, but the instructions do show how to do that. So we're gonna do that first, and then we'll wrap up this video. Watch your head. That's good. Awesome. Ding! Where's your heart at?
You say clockwise for straight? It is a little easier.
Okay, we can tweak it a little bit more for you.
Look at the method.
Yeah, if I got easier, we can tweak it a little bit more and make it a little bit more easier.
Oh, my stick.
All aggressive. We're keeping that in the video too.
He didn't say no. He did not say no. So whatever.
Oh, that's funny. Someone jacked a little bit of this.
Take this.
Not that bad. Okay, if that's
Same.
it's on your. It is the same, really.
Yeah.
Is it really heavy still? You know what? I wonder if you can shorten this one notch and maybe get more leverage on it. You think? I don't know if that is it adjustable.
Making it longer would give you more leverage.
Yeah, that's true, huh? Yeah, you're right. Let me see.
But that's not the longest.
That is pretty heavy. It's not that bad though.
No, it's not that bad. But I mean, I can make it like. I just didn't want to make it too long because, like,
Yeah.
if I'm parked next to vehicles, I don't want to be like.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, that's nice, dude. Looks good. If that's doable for you, then
I guess there's no reason to. It's a bike like that.
yeah, I was thinking about that too. I'm like, crap. Do we need to put a? That was what I was also thinking about because I don't want someone to be able to take it, but they'd have to get a ladder to get up there and get that too. You know what I mean? It's like they have to take a ladder to come get it. If we put on that expensive one, that $900 one, then we'll strap that biznatch in.
Oh, they're gonna need something to be able to stick it in there.
I know.
Leverage it.
That's what I was thinking too. So I don't think we have to worry about strapping that one in. Okay, so finally we're done with the ladder rack. What took so long is we've got it installed and right away we had to get on the road and do jobs and things. So finally got around to trying to make the final adjustments. Found out that one of the brackets was on incorrectly, had to adjust that. Then we found out the spacing on one of the things was off, which they didn't explain that either. So we had to figure that out on our own, which we did. Then we had to adjust the hydraulic pump tension so that it would work smoother and not be so heavy. It is a little heavy to push over, but other than that, it works well. It's just getting it to the point to where it does work well because the instructions are so bad. So what we do here in Guardian Approved, we review products that are security related or industry related, and ladder racks should be installed on pretty much all vehicles, so it is very applicable to any kind of service company actually. So this ladder rack here, it's a one-sided hydraulic lift off, so it pulls it over and brings it to the side of the vehicle. I'll put a video up here of the actual action, just repeating or something so you can see it. But like always, we give it a review. So it works really good. It takes a little bit of muscle to get it over because it's a lot of weight, and you can lengthen the stick so you get more leverage. But the biggest issue was the instructions. It cost us probably an extra 2 hours or maybe an extra 3 hours, where it took a lot of time to figure out some of the things. So because of the instructions, they're getting hit. But other than that, everything else works really good. So because of the instructions, I'm gonna give it a 3.5 padlocks as the review. So if you want to get this, you can get it professionally done, which it might be worth it. In our case, we did it ourselves. We figured we're pretty handy, we could figure it out. Even though we're all very handy, it still took quite a few of us to try this, try that, adjust this, adjust that. It was a pain in the butt. So because of that, it's a 3.5. But hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully you learned something. Maybe this helps you buy it or not buy this product. We did get it on an American Van website. So if you want to look for one, then that's where you can get it. You can go select any vehicle you have and find the ladder rack options for you. So thanks for tuning in again. We appreciate the support as always. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, the bell icon for notifications. And don't forget, we have 2 other channels you can check out too, Guardian Safe and Lock and Udropreneur. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook. We're on all the social media platforms. We appreciate the support as always. And thanks for tuning in.